What is up, guys? Today I will be ranking all the Star Wars movies and TV shows, and also some Legends stuff as well. A lot of it I haven't seen, and some of it I have seen. Yeah, and there's also some canon stuff that's like on the side. So all the stuff on the side is basically Legends and canon that's all over the place. Anyway, the Acolyte is highlighted because we're going to do that now. Where am I going to put the Acolyte? Everyone's talking about the Acolyte. I liked it for what it was. I liked it, but I don't know. Honestly, it's between the B is like bad, the C is like crap, right? So crap is worse than bad. I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna go for bad. Yeah, let's go with bad for now. I don't know. I might change my mind, but we'll see. The Jedi, Young Jedi Adventures. Young Jedi Academy Adventures, I think it's called, right? Yeah. Where am I gonna put this? I don't know. Yeah, you know what? It's a kid's show, but it's not really for me, to be honest with you. I don't know. Is it worse than The Acolyte? Like, for what it is, this has an excuse. It's a kid's show, And it doesn't have bad writing or anything. That's not... If it's crap, that's not what it's... should I put it in bad? It's on the same level of The Acolyte. Because, like, it's written pretty good. It's just a kid's show. Nah, I've changed... The Acolyte is crap. And this is probably in the bad section. Because, Yoda's in this. And Yoda in The Acolyte. So it'd be unfair to put this on the same level of The Acolyte. So, yeah. Phantom Menace. I really like the Phantom Menace. So, A is going to be average, right? So, S is going to be super. A is going to be average. B is going to be bad. C is going to be crap. D is going to be dead. And then there's Never Watch. So this is average. It's a really good first story of Anakin. Attack of the Clones. I do see it as better than the Phantom Menace. It's not that much better. I just think it's slightly better. But I don't want to put it in super. I'm tempted to, but I don't want to. I'll put it in average because it's average. It's like I really like it. It's really good. The Clone Wars movie I really like. I really like the Clone Wars movie. You know what? I don't care. Anything Clone Wars, I'm gonna put it in super, because you know what? Then again, I don't know. Should it be average? Yeah, it'll be average. I'm putting this in super. I don't care. Because, like, the Clone Wars movie, it has a weird storyline where he's saving Jabba. Revenge of the Sith is my favorite. What happened to the chart? Oh, I'm going to fix that in a minute. Yeah. Revenge of the Sith is my favorite movie, so that's going in S tier. Yeah. So, I don't care. As for... Yeah, let me fix this. Let's do my head in. I'm going to skip until I fix this. There we go. That's better. Right. So, Bad Batch. To me... 1 to 3 are on the same level. Season 1 to 3 of the Bad Batch, so like all the seasons are on the same level. So yeah. I don't know where to put it. Maybe average? Maybe? I don't know. No, I'm not gonna put it in super. There's no way. Where should I put it? No, I'll put it in average. Yeah, we're gonna put it in average. You know? Because I don't think it's like dead or crap. So it's gotta go in average. So that's what we're doing. Let's see what we got here. We also have Solo. So yeah, you can press that. And what's Solo? Probably average. Yeah, probably average. Yeah. A few of these are probably average, to be honest with you. We got Kenobi. See, I absolutely loved Kenobi when it came out, you know, and like, there's a tiny part of me that wants to put it at the very top, but you know, if you read the original script, it could have been a lot better. And yeah, I don't know, it hurts me a little bit to put it there, but I gotta be honest. Rebels was good. I really like Rebels. I don't know if I should put Rebels in average or super, because it's really good. I'm gonna put it in super, because it's a really good show. I feel like people don't appreciate it enough. It's really good. Andor was really good. I can't wait for season 2. Rogue One is such a good movie. I love Rogue One. So these are like, it's like, it's not even an argument or a debate, or it's just, they're up there to me. A New Hope started all of Star Wars, so that's gotta go up. You know what? The entire original trilogy is going up in S tier, in super. You know, it's gotta go up there. The entire thing. They're all perfect to me. They really are, you know? I mean, damn. George Lucas nailed that. Mandalorian season 1 and 2 are really good. You know what? It's on the same level. Super. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Super. Let's shrink it down a little bit. I'm gonna need some space. I might shrink some of these down. Boba Fett was. Oh, you know what? I might put it in dead. It's between crap or dead. Because Boba Fett was out of character, you know? At the time, I didn't realize it, but I saw, like, how he is in the comics and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, he is kind of out of character, so, yeah. I mean, like, to me, all the others, you know, are in character, even, like, Obi-Wan. This has to be... It's not as bad as Boba Fett. It's on the same level of the Acolyte. To me, anyway. Ahsoka was so good. It was so good. It was incredible. Skeleton Crew. It's not super. It's not bad. Is it average? We'll put it in average. Yeah. This was... I barely watched it, but... I'm gonna... Maybe crap. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say crap. It's not dead. It's just... You know... If you watch it, it's okay, I guess. It's not even average. Force Awakens... you know, it's average. It's a copy of A New Hope, but I like it. The Last Jedi, you know what? It's gonna piss people off. I don't care. I think it's super. I do. I need space. I'm gonna skip. I need some space. Look, people just don't understand the vision of The Last Jedi. Okay? It's a great vision. It's a great vision. Maybe, I mean, I've said it in the past, but yeah. Rise of Skywalker isn't my favorite movie, but you know what? I like it more than I used to, but where should I put it? Should I put it in crap? I don't know. It's just not my favorite movie. You know? Yeah. So, I actually did watch the first season of the, 2D Clone Wars, and I gotta say, I was really wrong last time, because it's really good. I haven't seen Volume 2 yet, but it's probably good. It's probably good. It's probably on the same level. I'm gonna put it on Never Watch because I haven't seen it yet. Yeah. As for literally most of these, I haven't seen, so we can do that like next time where I'd rank them. But yeah. I mean, they're made by George Lucas, so they're probably good. I don't know. So, yeah, all this stuff is Legends. I know this is the one with Boba Fett. Star Wars Forces of Destiny. It's one of them. It's canon, believe it or not. People don't think this is canon, but it's actually canon. So, I'm going to put it... I really like this series. People don't watch it, but it's really good. Tales of the Jedi, it's another one where it's just all over the place. But I do really like it. Tales of the Empire, it's not as good as Tales of the Jedi. I'm going to put it in average. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. So, let's see if, how my opinion has changed. Because, obviously I've added in a lot of new shows since last time, but I did this back a few years ago. I don't know when, but what's up, guys? So today I'm doing a tier list of all Star Wars shows and movies. So yeah, let's get right into it. I'll explain all the reasons why I'm putting, the shows and movies where they are after I've done my list. So, Tales of the Jedi. So let's start off with that. Where can I put this? I'm gonna put this in S, which is like the best, like perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna put it there because it's just perfect. I love all the episodes. Bang on. All right. Okay, so yeah, this is the same. My opinion is the same on this one. I wonder if there's any that are different. Phantom Menace. I love the Phantom Menace. The Phantom Menace, oh my god. So good. It's like the perfect start to the story, Like, we meet Anakin, we meet Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon. I love that character so much. Oh my god. I'll go into detail about that later. But, yeah. So, Phantom Menace. Right. Well, that's gonna go in S tier. That's gonna go in S tier because I love that movie. It's amazing. It's amazing. Again, I'll go into detail afterwards, but still, yeah, wow, absolutely incredible movie. I love it. Amazing. Oh wow, that's crazy. I don't really know why I put it lower this time. The video I'm showing you, I'm seeing it for the first time in years. I generally don't know what's going to be different and what's going to be the same. That's why I thought it'd be interesting to do a ranking. Because, when I made this video, I intended to post it, but I never did. And so I'm posting it now, kinda, with a new ranking. And, new stuff has come out, and there's also new stuff that I'm gonna watch soon. And, yeah, so it's interesting. I think the reason why I've put it lower is just because people can have different opinion on things on on different days. You know, some days they can see it like a lot better than they normally would, or some days they could see it, you know, lower than they normally would. And some things normally just stick the same. So it's interesting to see why I put it lower than last time. Attack of the Clones, hell yeah. This is where we really start to see Anakin, you know, like young but more mature Anakin since last time we saw him, and it deals with him in the dark side. Amazing. Anyway, get into more detail later, but yeah, S tier. Yeah, it's gonna seem like I'm putting almost everything in S tier, but I'm not. I'm not. Just you'll see. Huh? Interesting. Yeah. You know, I think I did say in this video I do see Attack of the Clones better than the Phantom Menace, which is true. But I still didn't put it in S tier. You know, super. And you know, in the other video I did. So, yeah, that's really interesting. So this Clone Wars 2D original Clone Wars. I never watched it, so yeah, we're gonna put that never watched. I never watched it. I plan to, but I haven't watched it yet, so I can't rank it. So, I mean, it's not even canon, but you know, thought I'd add it in. The Clone Wars, the real Clone Wars, hell yeah, that's going to S tier, because that show is just incredible, literally incredible. Like if you know, you know, you know. Amazing. I mean, obviously, I've never seen, at the time, I never saw the original Clone Wars, so I'm not really going to comment on that. It's obvious it's going to go never watched. That's why it's there, you know. But the canon Clone Wars, I'm not that surprised that I still put it in S tier. I love the, you know, the canon Clone Wars. I mean, it's just amazing. You know, last time I didn't include the movie, but you know, I do think at the time probably would have been more likely to put it in S tier, because I feel like I was just in a good mood that day, you know. But yeah, Revenge of the Sith is my favorite Star Wars movie. Hell yeah, get up there. Absolutely amazing. It's my favorite movie of Star Wars of all time. It's the one where he turns as Darth Vader. It's done perfectly. It's amazing. I love it. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm a prequels guy, so it makes sense, really. I think The Revenge of the Sith will always be my favorite movie. Yeah, so, The Bad Batch. So this is season 1 and 2. And I think they're on the same level. I'm loving it. It's going in S tier. I love The Bad Batch. It's all about the clones. And, you know, it's about these, you know, specific sort of clones that are very different to all the other clones. And it's just got a good message, you know. They're all different. But, man, they're just... They're a family. I love it. It's a really good show. Yeah, S tier, amazing, absolutely amazing. Yes, good. Okay, now I know for a fact that I was having a good day on this day, because S tier is crazy. No, The Bad Batch is average. It's not S tier, so that's, yeah, crazy. Okay, now this is where things change a bit. Solo, a Star Wars story. So, this is going in B, you know? It's not amazing, but it's good. It's a good movie. I like it. I like it a lot. It's a good movie. A lot of people didn't like it. It's because the Last Jedi. Okay, so we get a better understanding to why I'm putting things here. I mean, S tier is still S tier, but here I put B as good, which is kind of weird, right? Because, like, really I should have put it in A for good, or amazing, good, whatever you want to call it. Just going from S tier to B to being good doesn't really make any sense. I don't know why I thought of B as good, but anyway. So to me, everything in B is good in this video, which weird, doesn't really make any sense. I was a lot younger. This was probably at least like, a year or two ago. So, yeah. Ahsoka had just came out. So yeah. It's, yeah. It's a year or two ago. The way I did it this time makes more sense. So basically, it's the same opinion, but I've just done it differently. So yeah, a Solo is a good average, and so A, average. I mean, this time when I did the ranking, I put A for average, but you could also see A as amazing, as I said before, but I didn't really want to. How do you go from bad to amazing? It's just too much of a jump. So I'd rather go with average. It's just, it makes more sense. So yeah. So A is for average, and that's Solo average. Kenobi, come on, Kenobi. I really like Kenobi. I really did. But Kenobi, it's going in A. It's going in A because it was amazing and I loved it. It was like before Ahsoka, it was like the best Star Wars show to me. But like it could have been better. It could have been better. This is interesting. So it's the same but for different reasons. So so here I've done it where A is average, and in the old one I've done it where A is amazing. So it's interesting. So technically the A here is higher, right, as amazing, and the A here is average. So they're both in A, but the opinion here is obviously different. The old one is portraying Kenobi as, better than I am here, And yeah. And so the reason for that is, this is like, what I'm basically doing here is similar to what I'm doing here. So I'm putting, like, I'm saying, in the old one, I'm saying, I want to put Kenobi in S tier, but I'm going to put it in, amazing, because it could have been better. And I do the same thing in the new one, but, I basically have, A as average and S tier as super, right? So it's like, basically, just in the old one, it's a higher level, but it's A is amazing, and in the new one, A is average. So I'm still saying it's amazing, but I'm saying but it wasn't as amazing as it should be. Whereas now I'm being a bit more harsh on it. I'm like, it it wasn't really amazing. It was average. It was good, but it could have been amazing. So it's interesting. So like on the old one, if I were to say average, it'd be in B, and on the new one, if I were to say it's amazing, it'd be in S tier. It's interesting. The Return of the Jedi is my second favorite Star Wars movie, but it's in the wrong order. Like I've tried to set it up in the right order, and it isn't in the right order. So yeah, but obviously, do we even have to say where this goes? You know what I mean? Amazing. S tier. Wow, just amazing. Seeing Anakin turning to the light, bring balance to the Force. Arguably the best Star Wars movie, but Revenge of the Sith is my favorite. But that's my second favorite of all time. Return of the Jedi is a no-brainer. The original trilogy will always be my favorite. It's just the way it is. Always. So now Rebels 1 to 4. Let me think. Rebels it weren't amazing. It was good. I'm gonna put it where Solo is. It was good. All of it was good. 1 to 4, really good show. I really liked it. It's good. It's a good show. Watch it. All the animated stuff is amazing. So watch it. Even if it's animation, you're like, I don't know. Trust me, give it a try. Amazing. Best thing you'll ever do. Amazing. Okay, so I put Rebels at S tier. That's really interesting. In the old one, I put it as, just good. Just good. Interesting. So, it's S tier now. Maybe it's grown on me. Maybe that's why. You know what I think it is? I think it's the Ahsoka show. The Ahsoka show was my favorite show, and I'm pretty sure from memory, the Ahsoka show is also my favorite in the old version. I could be wrong, but yeah, the Ahsoka show it's my favorite Star Wars show so far. So yeah, and the Ahsoka show is like Rebels in live action, like a sequel to Star Wars Rebels. And so it makes sense. So the Ahsoka show has probably helped my enjoyment for Rebels even more. So that's probably why. Amazing. Andor. You know what? I really liked Andor. I really did. I really liked Andor. It was really good. It wasn't something where I'd be like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next? But it was just a really good Star Wars show, and I really like it. So yeah, I'm gonna put it with Rebels because it's a really good show, and I would recommend it. Really good, really really good. Yeah, interesting. So it's S tier now, but that's just good. So it's grown on me more. Maybe because I'm really excited for season 2. Maybe. Rogue One is S tier. That's probably the best. That and The Force Awakens, I think, are the best movies Disney has done with Star Wars. Okay, so Rogue One is S tier. And yeah, it's S tier here as well. It makes sense. I mean, I love Rogue One. It's the best movie Disney have done. It's literally amazing. It's so good. Oh yes, you already know. You already know. Do I have to say anything? Exactly. S tier. Come on. Amazing. New Hope started it all. Yeah, I'm not surprised. A New Hope is just perfect. Okay, come on. The Empire Strikes Back. You already know. Luke, he's training He's fighting Darth Vader yet. You know, hell yeah, he's strong with the Force, but he's not a Jedi yet. Oh my god. Come on, this is the original trilogy. It's a no-brainer. It's gonna be all S tier. Mandalorian season 1 and 2, S tier. S tier. Oh, see, I separated season 1 and 2, and 3 for a reason, and you'll find out why. Yeah, I feel like this will always be the same. You know, season 1 and 2, Mandalorian, perfect, chef kiss, but season 3 ruined everything thanks to Boba Fett. Boba Fett season 1. I liked it. I'm gonna put it in D. And I don't like. It's just a bit boring. I liked it. It's watchable. That's about it. Like, yeah. If it was not watchable, I'd probably put it like where, like, never watched. You know. Okay. It is interesting to see me do the same thing, because that's how you know, like, it's genuine, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's cool. I did the same thing. Mandalorian season 3. Oh no, like, I don't know what they were smoking, the writers. Yeah, I feel like because that whole Boba Fett situation, they brought Mando in there. It just didn't work. So, I don't know. Should I put it where Boba Fett is? No. I think I'll put it a bit higher. Than Boba Fett. Like, it weren't as bad as Boba Fett, but it was just slightly better. So I don't know. I'd say it's like okay-ish. Ooh, the same thing again. Ooh. Ahsoka, yes, S tier, amazing. Yeah, same, nice. Star Wars Resistance, I haven't seen it. I might give it a try. 1 and 2, I don't know if one's better than the other. I haven't seen it, so you know we're just gonna put them together for now because I haven't seen it. Yeah, so Resistance was crap. It's like a sequel series, but it's just focusing on mainly new characters. When it's a big missed opportunity, it could be focusing on the sequel characters and making them better. They're in the series, but like they feel like background characters, which is just so stupid. And I swear I watched like 1.5 episodes. Like, I watched, an episode and then half of an episode, and I was bored, yeah. It tries to get you into this race thing, but I just couldn't be bothered. Like, I weren't interested in the new characters. I just wanted to see, like, the main character. Yeah, I'm a sequel fan. I wanna. These characters could be so really well done. Rey could be really well done. Finn could be really well done. Finn could be a Jedi, could be related to Mace Windu. Rey could be like, she's a clone of Palpatine. They could go into depth with that and like make her remember some flashbacks of her being created as a clone, and you know what I mean, and like how she got away and everything. Like, they could do some cool, interesting stuff with her character and like what it means to be a Palpatine and how she put up with that and how she copes with it. And she could make the name good again or something, but like they don't do anything with these characters, and it's really frustrating. Because I know how good they can be, but whatever. I mean, Disney, I guess they'll learn eventually, right? But yeah, this series was a really missed opportunity. This series could have been like the next Clone Wars, Like, the Clone Wars really helped the prequels, and so I feel like this could have done that for the sequels. The Force Awakens is the best movie out of the Disney ones. So we're gonna put that in S tier. Yeah, we're gonna put that in S tier. I don't know if, that'll be controversial. Some of these might be controversial. Everyone has their own opinion, so just remember this is my opinion. But yeah. See, this is interesting. When it comes to The Force Awakens, I know for a fact, my opinion has changed a lot since the last time when I made this video. The Force Awakens is a really good movie. So when I say it's the best movie out of all the Disney sequels, I actually mean it in that old video, because my opinion changed so much. You'll see. But yeah, you'll see, and I'll go into that further. But my opinion is a lot different this time with The Force Awakens. Cause here I do think it's average, but in the old video, I'm saying, oh yeah, it's S tier, it's the best one, you know what I'm saying? So it's changed a lot, and I'll talk about why it's changed after you see where I put The Last Jedi. I really like The Last Jedi. Yeah, it was well, amazing. It was good. It was good. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. And so why did I put The Last Jedi only as good, and then here now I put The Last Jedi as super, as the best one of the sequels? Well, something I actually did was I actually did a Star Wars marathon, and I decided to rewatch all the Star Wars films. I haven't done that in a while, since I haven't watched the sequels at the time. When I made this video, the old one, I haven't seen them since they first came out. And so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna rewatch them. And so I did. I rewatched them, and so yeah, I watched the prequels first. Because I know everyone's like, oh, what? You should watch the original trilogy first. But for me, I don't really do that. I like to watch it in the chronological timeline order. I'd only recommend watching the release order if you're watching it for the first time. But I obviously have seen all the movies, so I like to watch it in the chronological order, where it's the timeline order. And so so I start off with the prequels, and obviously Revenge of the Sith is my favorite movie, and then so I see the original trilogy, and it's a beautiful story done by George Lucas. And The Force Awakens, I'm like, yeah, this is a copy of A New Hope. But you know what? I actually did tend to like The Force Awakens a bit more than I did before. But also at the same time, I realized, there was really no original thing in it, apart from the best thing I can think of is the lightsaber of Anakin is calling to Rey. That was the only thing that was different in The Force Awakens that I can actually think of. Oh no, and obviously you have Finn being a stormtrooper. Yeah. But I apart from that, there's nothing really original. It's, the First Order is basically a copy of the the Empire. That's what they're called. Yeah. And so, obviously, it's a copy. I like it because it's a copy, but at the same time, there's nothing original about it. And so I go into The Last Jedi expecting it to be worse than the Force Awakens, but I noticed something, and I noticed that Ben did exactly what Anakin did in like Order 66. I'm like, wow, that actually connects to the story of what George Lucas did really well. And then, when Luke has that vision, I'm like, wait, what if like Luke saw like, what Kylo was gonna do to Han, and that's why he like got freaked out and turned on his lightsaber, and like, and then that's what caused him to do Order 66, and Luke knows about Order 66, and so he feels like he's failed. And then I was thinking back to A New Hope, and I was like, so at first Luke didn't want to be a Jedi, but then his uncle get burned, and he's like, shit, I got nothing left, I give up. Alright, fine, I'll be a Jedi. Like, the only reason why he became a Jedi is because his aunt and uncle got, like, burnt to a crisp. If that wouldn't have happened, he wouldn't have been a Jedi. And so, it's like something traumatic happened that led to him making a really big decision. And the same thing happens in The Last Jedi, like Luke's whole point of the building the new Jedi Order is to make sure that what happened at Order 66 never happens again. Like he's literally trying to make sure that what his father did will never happen again to a new generation. And so, when that happens and it all gets destroyed, just like seeing his aunt and uncle get destroyed, it makes him have a decision like, you know what, I don't want to be a Jedi. I don't want to be a Jedi anymore, And so it's like, he became a Jedi over a tragedy, and then, he ended up, losing and quitting the idea of being a Jedi over tragedy. And so I really linked the prequels and the sequels together, and even the original trilogy. I said, that's it, that's the vision for The Last Jedi. That's what it is. So it's got like the original trilogy in there. You got like The Force Awakens being a copy of A New Hope, and then you've got like The Last Jedi, and it's like Order 66 all over again, and and Luke just like gives up, and then it takes Rey, and then I was like, wait, Rey is like a copy of Luke, literally a copy of Luke from A New Hope in The Force Awakens, because that's what she is, right? She's basically a copy of Luke. But like now that's a good thing that The Force Awakens is a copy, because she is now like what Luke used to be. And so it takes Rey to basically, smack Luke in the face and be like, remember who you used to be, Meanwhile, Rey's trying to work out, who she actually is. You know what I mean? Like, and it's so cool. And then she's got this connection to, like, Ben, and then, like, yeah. And so she's like, well, what's all this about? And then, like, so, and that's because Snoke linked them together. So he's, like, manipulating them two being together. And just some really cool original things in this movie. and it's like, yeah. Oh, and Kylo Ren, I absolutely love Kylo Ren. I mean, he's like, it's a nice flip on Darth Vader. Darth Vader, the whole point of Darth Vader is that, like, there's always good in him, and, like, if he could change everything in a heartbeat, he would, if he could reverse time, he would. He just wants Padme back. The only reason why he turned is because he wants Padme, and the Jedi wouldn't listen to him, you know what I mean? And that's why he turned. And so if he could have Padme back and be with the Jedi again, he definitely would. But Kylo is so interesting because he's the opposite. He doesn't want to, he doesn't want to have good in him, but he does. And he struggles with that. Vader was all about, trying to, get rid of Anakin, get rid of the good part of him. You know what I mean? And, he's trying to pretend like, oh, Anakin's dead. I killed him. That there is no good in me, Whereas, like, Kylo is the opposite. He's like, no, I want to focus on the dark side. I am the dark side, but he's like, the light side. I feel the pull to the light side. I don't want this. I want to be in the dark side. You know what I mean? And so you have Kylo, who's very much open about the light side. He's feeling the pull to it. And he doesn't want that. He wants to feel the pull to the dark side. And Vader, is very much, in the dark side. But he wishes he could have that pull to the light side. And so that's what really made me change with The Last Jedi. Because I was like, wow. Like, I was watching all these films together. And it just kind of linked with me, It just kind of linked together. I mean, do I think it was intended to be like that? Maybe, but, like, I feel like the film itself did a really poor... If this was what they were going for, it did a really poor job of portraying that, I feel like if they really did portray all this, they, like, linked what Kylo did and linked it to Anakin, Order 66, and like, Luke directly says, like, oh, MG, I failed. Like, this is the whole reason why I wanted to do the New Order. Then people would be like, oh, and like, I feel like people would accept The Last Jedi a lot better if they really just explained, everything I've said, like, that's really what they're going for. It might not be intentional, I don't know, but if that's what they were going for, they did a really bad job explaining it. Or maybe they didn't have any sort of vision, and they just thought, oh, George Lucas had Luke in a cave, let's just do something like that. Like, I don't know what they were thinking, but, like, if they had this vision in mind, I feel like they did a poor job. They did a poor job of it regardless. But that's my thoughts on it. I think, you get the Rise of Skywalker, and then Palpatine comes back, and people say, oh no, Anakin, the whole thing with Anakin is ruined, and, but that, I don't think that's true, I mean, Anakin... Yeah, he's the chosen one, and he still brought balance to the Force, that doesn't change anything, Like, Palpatine coming back doesn't change that, He comes back in Legends as well. It was just, like, poorly done. But it doesn't change him, like, bringing balance to the Force or anything. So, it's just, I feel like people just jump to conclusions, but they don't think about it, So like, yeah, just because like like, you know, people say, oh, is they make fun of somehow Palpatine returned, and they can do that because it weren't really explained, and it is like fun to make fun of it, and I don't blame them for making fun of it. But like, some people just make it out as though like, oh well, what if that happened in real life? You know, it'd be ridiculous. And so that's why people are making fun of it. But like, they're forgetting that like Palpatine can literally clone himself. Rey is literally a clone. They actually explain Rey is a clone of Palpatine. They literally say in the film that cloning, Palpatine is very much a thing that is a major thing, really, to happen. So I don't understand why people didn't link it together that, oh, Palpatine cloned himself. You know? Like, it's pretty obvious that that's what happened. Even though they don't say it, it's pretty obvious that's what's happened. You know, but anyway, but yeah, he cloned himself. So yeah, that's what happened. And yeah. And also he also put like his spirit in like a clone, like that's how he came back or something. I don't really care, to be honest with you, but basically he's back and it makes sense. Is basically all you need to know. And so yeah. Do I think it's stupid that they didn't explain how he came? Yeah, I mean, it's a really big opportunity there, storytelling wise, to not explain how he came back, and it'd be a cool Sith thing to explain, but they just don't. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, the Rise of Skywalker, I used to hate it a lot more than I do now. And you'll probably see that. Yeah. The Rise of Skywalker. That's just bad, isn't it? Like, that's just bad, man. That's just bad. If there was something lower than Never Watched, I'd put it there. Like, I don't know, man. It's just, they didn't have a plan or anything. But yeah, that's my ranking, That's my ranking. Let's spread this out a bit so we can see what's what. Just squish some in just in case, but there we go. That's better. Yeah. So that's my ranking. That's what I think about it. Yeah. Wow. Almost an hour long video. Well, we can clearly see my opinions have changed with The Rise of Skywalker, The Last Jedi, and The Force Awakens. So, basically all the sequels, The Force Awakens, I still thought it was the best one at the time, and I still thought it was a copy of, like, A New Hope, and I still do now, but I don't think it's the best one now. I think The Last Jedi is the best one. I think people just either don't understand The Last Jedi, or they just see how, like, of a bad job, it does with the story, and that's why they don't like it. But, most people don't like it because of the whole Luke storyline, and I just feel like, in my opinion, most people, they don't truly understand the character Luke, like, they think, that Luke is this super powerful, Jedi, when really he was lucky. He won because, Vader wanted him to beat him. And, so Vader was going easy. And he wanted to get Luke mad. He wanted to turn him to the dark side. So, and like, and the only reason like he didn't die is because, thankfully there was good in Anakin, and he, brought balance to the Force. He got very lucky, you know. And people are making it, oh, Luke Skywalker, like, no. He got lucky, and in the sequels, he didn't get lucky, He saw a vision, had a pretty decent reaction, like, oh crap, turned on his lightsaber, and then was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. And then, obviously, that wakes up Ben. He's like, what the hell, you tried to kill me? And so, as like a reaction, he like kills everyone in the Order because he's got darkness in him. And and then Luke's like, well, I messed up, I don't want to be a Jedi anymore, just like in the original trilogy. And where he's like, well, I guess I have to be a Jedi now, and so like, but yeah, I personally, I don't think people see Luke the way they should be seeing Luke, like, he got really, really lucky, and everyone sees it, oh, he's the Luke Skywalker, and it's like, not really. But that's just my opinion, Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you a lot in the next video. Peace.